If you want to level up on Outschool with your teaching business and the income that you make each month, then ongoing classes is where it is at. I have a question to ask you. Would you buy a subscription for a full year and pay upfront if it wasn't any cheaper than just paying monthly? Okay, maybe some of you would, but I know that I wouldn't because I want more flexibility to unsubscribe or subscribe whenever I need that product or service. And this is what ongoing classes are like on Outschool. It gives parents the flexible option so that if they have vacation to go to or something come up, like an emergency, they can just unsubscribe for 1 week and then subscribe again when they want to continue taking the class. And this is the key to why ongoing classes are so popular on Outschool and also why they won't be going away anytime soon. Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenna Lee from liveeatteach.com, and in my channel you can find all about online teaching tips and tricks, building your own online teaching business, and becoming your own boss. I am also on Instagram, so follow me there for more tips and tricks into my teaching life. If you're not yet hired onto Outschool and you want to get hired, then you can use me as your hiring coach, and I can take you step by step through how to get hired and how to become successful on the platform and all that good stuff. I give you one-on-one support as well and 24/7 emailing support. So you can use my link below to apply to Outschool and then email me for all my goodies and my support. So up until this point, if you're like, what are ongoing classes anyways? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Ongoing classes are classes that meet continuously. That means that they meet every week, and you can meet for one time a week or more than one time a week. It just all depends on what type of class you're making. And then the parents pay a subscription every Sunday before the classes happen that week. You as the teacher don't get that payment until 2 Sundays later. In an ongoing class, students can come and go without any penalty as long as the parents cancel the subscription before that Sunday before the class. And unlike a multi-day, they don't have to pay that one-time fee. Usually these classes range from $8 to $20 a week. Something I see often asked in new teacher groups on Facebook or Instagram is how much to charge for an ongoing class. And really, this is up to you. It depends on a lot of factors actually, like what experience you have in the topic you're teaching and how popular the class is on Outschool. Like, is it a class that students and parents really need and want? Outschool does have recommendations for how much to charge. So they say for an hour-long class, charge between $10 to $15 an hour. So you can break that down by half hour or whatnot. I charge anywhere from $8 to $12 per half hour class, and it really just depends on the type of class that I'm teaching. It really all comes down to charge your worth. And then if you're not getting enrollments, you might want to reduce the price just a bit or change the time of the day that you're offering the class, or even change your class listing up a bit. But really, the parents aren't necessarily looking for the cheapest class. They're looking for the class that their child is going to have the best experience with. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about how much to price your classes. Another question that I see is how to schedule an ongoing class. So keep in mind that an ongoing class is technically never ending, so it never stops. So you need to find a subject that you can continuously teach on or provide different themes each week so that you don't really have a certain specific end date. For instance, composer of the week is a good idea for an ongoing class, or cookie of the week or something like that, where you bake a different flavor cookie a week. But you see that these don't have a specific end date. Now, I have seen another type of ongoing class where it cycles every 4 to 8 weeks. In that type of ongoing class, you need to actually email parents when the ongoing class is cycling back to the beginning so that the parents know to unenroll their student. After that end date, the learners that are there will funnel into another class, and then new learners are welcomed to join. It's a little bit more work on your end to keep up with when that student joined, when are you going to email them to stop the class, but it is a good option to have for another type of ongoing class. If you want more ideas to kind of get your brain going to create an ongoing class, I have some ongoing class club and topic ideas in this video, so you can check that out if you want to create an ongoing class. Those are the main things that you need to know when thinking about creating an ongoing class on Outschool. But I want to let you know the pros and cons that I've had, in my honest opinion, about ongoing classes from my own experience. So the good part about ongoing classes is that you get to build relationships with so many students. For one of my classes, the students have been in that class for a couple months, and I've really gotten to know them, and they've really meshed well as a group. So that's been a real treat for me to see, a real reward of teaching. I've noticed that there's a lot more stability and consistency in ongoing classes. Like, a lot of learners stay for months on end and, don't unsubscribe as long as they're continuing to like the group and the materials and the teaching in the class. It is, for me, the most stable and consistent income that I've received so far on Outschool. You might think of ongoing classes and think, oh my goodness, I cannot commit to that many weeks of a class going on each week. But the funny part about this is it's actually the more flexible option, because it really is easy to just skip a week and let the parents and students know that you will not be meeting that week and then state the reason. It's easier to do that with an ongoing versus a multi-day class, but it really is the more flexible option. The other hidden benefit of opening an ongoing class is getting a feel for your curriculum, your style of teaching, what you like to teach, and how in depth you like to go. That's just an added benefit because you get to practice your teaching that much more. Something I don't love about ongoing classes is that the students can come and go just like a one-time class. You don't have any control over that. So, you might not see a student in class and wonder what's up, and maybe they had a schedule change, maybe they didn't really like the class. And that can really make you feel as a teacher self-conscious. You have to be just mentally in check with yourself and be okay with students not staying in that ongoing class forever. Something else to keep in mind that I did touch on before is that you cannot build on previous material in your ongoing class. It is very difficult to do, especially if a new student is going to come into that class and be lost and, not be at the level that the other kids are at. The last con I have about ongoing classes is a pretty big one, and it is that sometimes there are schedule changes, like the student's schedule changes, or maybe you need to have a schedule change, or the season allows for a schedule change, like summer into the school year or something like that, and you may have to change that class time. And it's not so easy to change an ongoing class versus changing a multi-day with a specific end date or a one-time. You need to plan ahead for those changes and be able to be active in the students' lives and understand where their schedules are so that you are doing the best for your students and your customers. So I hope I convince you to at least open one ongoing class, because they were definitely a game changer for me in Outschool, because they are, again, so stable and so consistent. And let me know if you have an ongoing class that's successful in the comments below. I'm sure we would all love to hear your tips and what is successful for you on Outschool. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.